So the reason why you're struggling with losing your weight is because you're not focusing on these 4 factors that I'm about to mention, okay? And number 1 is because you're trying to lose weight. So if you try to lose weight, you realize to put it back, it'll be so easy. And by weight loss, I mean, if right now I visit the washrooms, I'll definitely lose some weight because I've excreted something from my body, especially the water weight, okay? If I chop off my arm or my leg, I'll definitely lose some weight because I've reduced some bit of my body part. If I run right now, decide to take a marathon, I'll lose weight because I'll deplete some fats from my system and even water weight. So you realize that all these means I'm using, or these factors that I'm pointing out, they are not sustainable because you cannot be on the track every day or all the time you think about losing weight. That one is unsustainable way of weight loss. Now you should switch your definition from weight loss to fat loss, because we can see weight loss is drastic and instant, but fat loss is gradual and steady. So many people are not going for fat loss because they are impatient, whereas weight loss is quick. It's a quick fix, it's a gimmick, because anyone can achieve that. But 9 times out of 10, these people who have achieved weight loss, they haven't sustained it, so they tend to regain it back. So I always say, if it was, you say, I lost weight through drinking smoothie, I lost weight through intermittent fasting, I lost weight through OMAD, I lost weight through cardio. All those means you used to lose weight, you'll find out they have one thing in common. And this one thing in common is they're unsustainable. Because if they worked, how comes you brought back that whole weight that you had lost? So it means that it never worked. So you cannot say it worked if you regain all the weight back. You understand? So I want you to start thinking about weight loss as fat loss instead. Okay? Because fat loss, you're only targeting the fats. You don't target the fat, the muscles, the water, the bones. You want to target the fats only, because if you look at the composition, you don't want to deplete water mass, muscle mass, and even the bone density. Okay? And now, anytime you hear the word weight loss, I mean fat loss, think about nutrition. So point number 1 is nutrition. And anytime you hear the word nutrition, think about protein and fiber. Okay? Anytime you hear the word protein, think about animal protein, not plant protein, because of the quality and the amino acids and bioavailability. Okay? And I think I've defined these terms several times. When it comes to bioavailability, is how quickly your body can absorb amino acids from the protein, or how quickly your body can decode the structure of that protein. So you all know that your body cannot decode the structure of plant's DNA because it's a recent phenomenon, whereas it can quickly decode the animal DNA because your fathers, your greatest grandfathers, your greatest grandfathers, they were taking animals, like they were hunting meat and gathering eggs. So that's why your body is so familiar with the animal protein than the plant-based protein. You also know about the amino acids. Animal protein has all 9 essential amino acids, where plants don't have all the 9 essential amino acids. So you'll have to fetch from all sources of plant-based protein. So another thing you need to know is that protein takes away a lot of energy just to be digested. We call that thermic effect of food. It takes away nearly 30% for your body to absorb and digest protein. So it means it requires a lot of energy just to do that. So when you hear the word fat loss or weight loss, think about energy. Life is all about energy expenditure and energy intake. So you get energy from the foods you're eating, and you expend it through the activities that you're doing throughout the day. So that is how you use protein to lose weight. And fiber, same concept. Fiber takes away 30% of the total daily energy expenditure, meaning your body will have to tap into the fat cell to get rid of the fiber. And this energy will come from the stored energy, which are the fats, just to do what? To get rid of the fiber. so it will take a lot of energy. That's why we emphasize on taking vegetables and fruits, okay? But for me, I always emphasize on vegetables more than fruits because of the obvious reasons, because of cravings, okay? That is for the nutrition part. Number 2, you need to understand the concept of sleep. When we sleep, remember, we increase the resting metabolic rate, and the resting metabolic rate takes away 70% of the total daily energy expenditure. So when you're awake, you're actually affecting the internal environment, that is the homeostasis. You're affecting it because your brain is not functioning optimally. Remember, when you're stressed, that's when your brain is functioning optimally. By optimum, I mean how your organs are functioning. It is all courtesy of your brain. And the brain now will require you to use a lot of energy just to perform this function. You understand? So when you're awake, you're actually stressing up your body, especially your brain, because it is not functioning optimally. Number 2, when you are asleep, you're using fats to do the functioning I'm talking about. But when you're awake, you're using your muscles to perform these activities. That is the BMR. So you want to avoid that because you'll be depleting your muscles when you're awake. Remember, muscles are very expensive to get, so you cannot afford to deplete them through depriving your sleep. So if you have a sleeping disorder, you need to take some magnesium, some melatonin, or even vitamin D to improve on your sleep. You understand? That's why sleep is very important. Sleep is for your brain, nothing else but for your brain. And brain takes away a lot of energy for your organs to function optimally. Remember about the hormones. The hormones are responsible for these organs to function more optimally. So if you're awake, you're even having this hormonal imbalance. No wonder sometimes you feel like you're stressed up and you don't understand why. It is because your brain is confused. When it's time to release digestive enzymes, you're awake, so your body cannot do that. When it's time to sleep, for it to release maybe melatonin, it cannot because you're awake. When it's about to release insulin for digestion of protein, carbohydrates, it cannot because you're awake. So you see all these things, they're happening unknowingly because you are just treating your sleep casually. Number 3, I'll go for exercise. When you hear the word exercise, think about resistance training. When you hear the word resistance training, think about strength training. So if you want to lose weight, you must build muscles. Muscles take away a lot of energy for them to be built. Where is the energy coming from? Again, from the stored fats. So exercise take away 5% of the total daily energy expenditure, and not just any exercise, but resistance training. And when you hear the word resistance training, think about progressive overload. So if you're not increasing the weight progressively on that bar, you'll just be efficient, and once you become efficient, that exercise no longer become effective, no matter what you're doing. Think about burpees. If you do 5 burpees every day, it will get to a point whereby those burpees will not be effective. So you need to increase the numbers of burpee, or you reduce the calories in your plate. So you have to pick one struggle. So it is so easy for one to become efficient in doing cardio. And when I say cardio, I mean even running, dancing, aerobics, spin class, Tabata, step aerobics, you name it. As long as you are trying to percolate sweat, just know you become efficient. And once you become efficient, you're depleting, the exercise becomes ineffective. Another thing you need to know about doing cardio is that you will burn away your muscles. I've just told you muscles are very expensive to get. And once you burn away your muscles, you're again affecting your metabolism. When you affect your metabolism, you no longer burn fats, So you don't go to the gym to burn calories. You go to the gym to try and build muscles. Actually, you're going to the gym to build strength, muscles, and to correct on your posture. That is the function of the gym. You don't go to the gym to lose weight. You only go to the gym to improve on your lifestyle. And how do you improve on your lifestyle? By improving on your strength. So once you start depleting your strength, just know you're also depleting your muscles. And the best way to know that you are building muscles, it is through building strength. So if your strength is going up, just know you're building muscles. So you cannot be fixated on the scale and be like, I'm not losing weight because the numbers are not going down. It's because your body is undergoing recomposition. So you're burning weight, fats while building muscles. So the beauty behind building muscles is that you replace those fats with the muscles. So the numbers might be stuck at 70 kgs, but if I look at your composition, you look smaller than 70 kgs as opposed to that person who is fat 70 kgs, okay? So Strength is a good matrix on how to measure progress. And because once you fall sick right now, the first thing will disappear, I said, is strength. Yeah, because you'll be fatigued, you'll feel weak. So that should tell you something. Right now, if you go away from the gym for like a month or so, the first thing that will disappear is your strength. So strength is for life. Strength is life. So if you don't have strength, it means you're losing life. Most definitely, you're losing life. Because even study shows that if you want to measure longevity of a person, we use grip strength. So if your grip strength is fading away, it means you are depleting muscles. So muscles is a good metric on longevity. Strength is a good metric on longevity. And you can only get these two through resistance training. So all of you, instead of doing this, you're running for cardio, you're running for